DJ DUBL. It's DJ DUBL right here, and today on the line with me, I got one of the greatest producers in the UK right now, Rudekid.
Yeah. What's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Enjoying the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's good.
Glad to hear it, mate. So let me ask you, what point in time did you become a producer? So when did you go from just making beats in the bedroom maybe and actually doing this as a job?
Do you know what? I still have fun making music, man. I always will. But when did it become a job? I think from like a few years now. I feel like from maybe not the end, maybe last year and this year has been like a proper job.
Yeah.
Like, whereas, yeah, like financially and everything else has become a proper job. Before that, no one really looks at your career as a job. Like, you tell people you do music and they're like, what do you really actually do? But
yeah,
I would say realistically, like a few years, man. Like, I would say.
Who was the first MC that you were excited about getting onto a beat?
First MC has to be Wiley, I think. Because when Wiley gives you the call, then you know you're certified in the scene now.
Yeah, that's
Wiley's
it.
the guy that rings everyone and says, yeah, man.
That's like the rite of passage.
Yeah. I think Wiley, Ghett, Ghett. There was all MCs most MCs I work with, I've always wanted to work with, like. But the first MC, I would have to say Wiley. That was great. Yeah.
Is there anyone left on the list from the UK that you're looking to get on?
Yeah, man. There's always people. Who's on the list? I think I've been in the studio with Dizzy a lot. Dizzy Rascal.
Okay.
Need to do something solid with him, and something needs to come out. I haven't seen him in a while, but I did spend like a lot of time in the studio with him. I need to work with Stormzy properly. I think I need to work with Tiny Temper, Dizzy. I can't think of anyone else.
They're all within reach. You know, if some producers said, "Oh, I want to get Stormzy on a beat," I might be like, "Well, good luck with that." But
yeah, no, they're all in reach, man. Like they're all like, I know if I said, "Yeah, man, come, let's do some work," they'll on it. So
yeah. Yeah, sick.
Like that.
So when you sit down to make a beat, do you ever have someone in mind for who you want to voice it, or do you just kind of make it and then play it to the artist? How does it go with you?
No, I just make music. Like, first rule for me is just make music that I like. Like, I never think, right, tomorrow I'm going to make a one take. Like, and then it's never like that. It's just make what you like first and foremost, and then it's really like, if I do a session with an MC, like for example, if you were an MC and I've done a session with you, we'll get in the studio and I'll show you a few beats that I feel like you might like.
Right, yeah.
And you would probably say, okay, yeah, this one stands up to me, man, the most. And then they will usually just write to it and we record it. Or it could be a thing where I can send 4 tunes over to MC, which I have stopped doing as much now because I feel like it's a waste of time doing that sometimes, because you're sending the MC 4 tunes and they might not like the 4 tunes. But when you're with them and the tunes I feel like they won't like, they actually like. Like, it's a weird thing. So I just like to show MCs or artists like a whole catalogue of different styles of music, because the tunes I might think you like, you might not like.
Yeah, of course. It's better. You find it better being sat down next to them in the studio when you do it.
It just saves time now, because before I would send MCs tunes and tell them, yeah, this is good, but obviously I make a lot of music, but I don't do that anymore. I've just stopped. There's other things I've got to do.
Yeah, of course.
Like, instead of just make loads of tunes just to give to an MC, I don't really do that. Another thing is, as a producer, I make sure my music's powerful enough to play as an instrumental.
Right.
Like, that's really important. So now if I drop a tune of mine and it goes, "Are you ready?" and then you hear the drop and people go mad just to the drop, like things like that make me feel happy. Like,
yeah. No, that's sick, man. I feel like that definitely that way with a lot of your beats as well. So now you've said that, actually, I can definitely see that with a lot of your beats.
Yeah.
While we're talking about that "Are You Ready" clip, where did that come from?
That is a clip, bro. That I had like a CD, and when I started making music, I didn't know how to sample, so I had a really cheap computer mic. You know them it looks like a little pencil, like the mic. Like,
yeah, I know the one you mean.
Yeah, the old mics, and then I had like a CD player, and then I think I was just going through tunes, and I didn't know how to sample, so I would put the mic with the CD player, and I would record loads of things in sound recorder,
right,
like, on the PC.
Wow.
And then from then I recorded the Are You Ready, and I'll always, even to this day, it's never been sampled from me. I'll just keep that Are You Ready.
Yeah, so that's the same one. The original one played from the speaker into the microphone.
Yeah.
Yes.
What I use in every single tune is that, but it just gives it that raw kind of element. I think it was from like a sound pack CD. Like I don't know, I forgot what it was from. Like it was something. I've heard the version that's clear, and it doesn't sound as good as mine. Like,
yeah,
you know, the proper.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
Yeah.
Don't give away the original source, because what you'll have is you'll have bare people now, all these bootleg Rudekid instrumentals surfacing.
I've heard. You know what? I've heard a few tunes of Are You Ready on there, and they're not mine.
Oh no! Have you ever given a beat to someone and when they've come back with something, you thought, no, I don't like this at all, and made them change it?
I don't make them change it. I think when me and Ghett was in 653, we were going back and forth on a lot of things. Sometimes I was right, sometimes he was right. Like what gets done on one take originally, I didn't like.
Oh, okay.
So the vocal you hear today, like on one take that everyone loves, I didn't originally like it.
Oh, okay. So what he's done now that's out there, that's what you weren't really feeling
it. Then because obviously when I made the beat, I pictured Ghett going mad on it, like, you know, the old, the mad Ghett, like the angry. Yeah. I wanted that on there. So when Ghett has done the Code 4-5, like when he's done that, I'm thinking, like, okay,
yeah, like
it's not rubbish, but I wanted something else. But then Ghett like, no, trust me, man. And then it grew, and then I was like, whoa, okay, like, cool. So I think after the tune was done, I was like, okay, yeah, I understand. Like, this is sick.
Yeah. Off the chain, man.
It happens sometimes. There's MCs that I might not think. I might just think, okay, you didn't do what I had in my head, but it sounds alright. It sounds good. Yeah, there's been a lot of times where MCs have done stuff that I don't really like, but you just get on with it, man, and say, yeah, okay, cool, man. But if it was for me and my album or my project or my thing, then I would definitely say, yo, like,
make him change it.
Yeah, man, change that. Yeah.
Seeing as you just mentioned one take, did you expect it to do what it did?
No, I knew it was a good tune, but I didn't think it would be like the biggest tune of this year. Like, I don't know, like, can I say it's the biggest tune of this year? I don't know, like.
Grime wise, I would.
Grime wise, yeah, in a grime thing, like, yeah, like, I would say in the scene, it probably is the biggest tune at the moment. Well, obviously you've got other tunes, but I think this year. Yeah, and I didn't think that because it was done so easily. Like,
what was it? Quite easy to make, yeah.
Yeah, well, I made the beat quick.
How quick? How quick are we talking?
Half an hour.
Oh, you're killing me.
Like, because if you hear the tune, it's pretty simple. Like, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. The sound I got was from Igloo, the Wiley tune.
Right, okay.
Originally, I made a tune for someone else where I had an idea of getting all the old sounds and making it mine.
Right.
And Ghett heard that, and he was like, yeah, man, this is mad. Like, I want the tune. But I gave it to someone else already, and I thought, okay, I'm going to make you another one. I'm going to make something even better. So then when I made one take and I played it to me, it was like, yeah, man, this is sick.
Yeah.
Like, and we had I think I called it like Grime's World or Grime World, or I can't remember what the tune was called originally, but where Ghett's vocaled it, and it was like, oh, like, what did we name the tune? Where he done it in one take.
Yeah.
Like,
just made sense.
I just said, all right, cool. I'm gonna name the tune one take.
Yeah.
And that's how one take was.
I love the fact that you put the instrumental out with the project as well.
Yeah, man. I thought that was important, man. Because I knew a lot of people would want the tune, DJs and MCs, and would want that. And subliminally and slyly, I wanted people to do versions as well because it's such a short tune. Like,
yeah.
So really, I wanted people to do versions, and it's mad that it happened.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it would be at such a big scale. Because I know when I put out instrumentals, people will do freestyles and
of course,
blah blah blah. Like all EPs I put out, people do freestyles, but I never pictured it would be in such a big scale.
That's crazy, man. Who do you think did the best one take?
obviously Ghett's the original, but minus him.
Yeah.
I would say number one. I'll say Stormzy.
Okay.
Yeah, Stormzy. Yeah, Stormzy, Chip. I like the Cadet and Young Tef one.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Who did the worst?
Who did the worst? Do you know what? I don't know. Who did the worst? One take. That's mad. You know what? One take, one of the tunes that just makes every MC sound good. Like, it's one of them tunes. But you know what? I'm sure there's some bad versions out there that I haven't heard. But
I'm going to start tweeting you links now. You have to give me ratings out of 10. I'm going to find all the different versions. You have to. We have to find the worst one.
I would actually do that as well. But,
So the Noah's Ark EP. Talk to me about that. Tell me about the concept behind it.
When did Noah's Ark come out?
March, right?
March, right? Yeah, March. That was my first release of the year. So after 653 last year, that was the first release, and the whole thing with Noah's Ark. I said to myself last year, I'm gonna give it my all this year, and I'm gonna work harder than every single person, and I'm gonna basically achieve something. I had goals and plans. So the Noah's Ark EP was like, if you know that Noah's Ark is in the Bible, is the guy that went through the flood and survived.
Yeah.
Like, so that was the whole thing. Like, it's time to flood the scene to survive, bro. Like,
right.
So the Noah's Ark, that was my first release, and that was the name behind it.
Okay.
So I know a lot of people must have thought Noah's Ark, like what? Like, why is it called that?
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. That was my first release. I thought, right, let me call it that, and from there, I'm not looking back.
Right.
And yeah, man, things have been good, man. Like, I'm not complaining at the moment. I'm still working very hard, bro. Like, there's a lot of goals I still need to achieve, but things are going okay.
Yeah, it shows, man. The work rate's really showing, bro. I mean, it's like producers in grime, or actually really across the board, across all genres, producers don't really get enough recognition. But Grime's one of the genres where the fans kind of do care about producers to some extent.
Yeah.
But with you, it's almost like your name comes before the artist name. When is a track, even if it's the artist track that you've produced, it's like, Rudekid produced such a. Does that make sense? Yeah,
it's mad, bro, because sometimes having my name on the thing is a bonus of a release. Like, so I don't know, it's mad, bro. Even yesterday I done a show at Fabric and people were just stopping me left, right and centre, and it's like, whoa, man, like, I don't know, I'm just a normal guy, man, just doing what I like doing. Like,
yeah.
Like, even me having my own radio show and doing, like, just music, and I don't know, man, it's weird, bro. Like, it's, like I said, I'm just a normal guy, man, like, and when people come up to you and show you, like, oh, like, you're doing sick, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's, I don't know, it means good. It boosts you to do even better. Yeah. Like, so it's almost like getting energy of other people and thinking, okay, man, I can't give up now, can I? Like, I need to work even harder than I am.
How do you feel about grime, like, hitting the mainstream and charting and becoming more commercial now? Do you think there's any worry about the genre being watered down and commercialized?
I think the genre is never going to get watered down. The only thing that's happening now is more people are supporting each other. Like, the genre hasn't watered down yet because I don't know what grime tunes out there that's been watered down. Like I don't know. People would say the Stormzy Shut Up tune is like a commercial pop grime tune, but it's not, because that instrumental is a legendary grime instrumental. Yeah,
the Rough Squad thing, right?
Exactly, which was like 10 years ago. Like and the new people that are listening today will never even know that.
No, of course.
That's such an old instrumental. Like, before I was even making beats, I used to hear that on the radio. But,
yeah.
Like, so that's not. But people say that because it's so popular and blah blah blah. Like, Skepta, Shut Up. Like, if it wasn't so popular, and that's not me, them tunes there, like, if they weren't popular, you wouldn't call it. I don't know. Like, them tunes are big tunes. That, to me, they're not pop at all.
They are still very authentic grime. I agree.
Very grime. The only thing that's happening now is people are selling more. The shows, people are paying more attention, which is great, bro. And I feel like that's gonna happen it's just gonna grow and grow and grow. I feel like it still hasn't hit people yet, but it's started to, and we can see the progress already. Like,
it's still such a young genre, isn't it, with so much space to grow.
Man, it's a proper young genre, but it's mad because people in different countries are paying attention, and
It's exciting time.
Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah.
When you come to do remixes and stuff, because you just recently did spoken word remix for Chasing Status. Yeah. Firstly, how do the projects come along, the remixes? Do the artists approach you and ask you to do one, or do you just pick up the stems and crack on?
No, I get approached. There's been a lot of remix works that I've declined as well.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it's not right. We're Chasing Status. Them lot are good peoples. They're like family. We have the same management. So yeah, their people behind them are the same people as me, and it made sense for me to do that remix. And I was in Ibiza and Amnesia, and with Chasing Status, and we were backstage chilling. He was like, "Man, I want you to do your thing." Because at first I was like, "How am I gonna do this remix?
Yeah.
Like, what can I do?" Like at first I wanted to make it so it pops up in the rave.
Yeah.
Not just radio, because it's been playlisted on radio, bro. Crazy, bro. But but once again, it was just a quick thing, man. Like, okay, how do I make this sick? Okay, yeah, I've done my thing. And when I sent it back to them, it was like, this is sick, man.
I'll be honest, bro. I feel like you outdid the original with this.
Yeah.
I really feel that way.
Like, bro, the original is a wicked tune. So when Saul, like from Part of Chasing Status, played me the original, I was like, this is sick, man. Like, that's why it was so hard for me to remix the one, because I proper like the original.
Yeah.
But then the remix is getting playlisted and more than the original.
Yeah.
So people do like it more than the original, which is mad.
A little bit awkward, maybe.
yeah, but they're all happy about it. Like they're that's what I said, man. It's never like a thing.
Yeah.
They're pushing it to the max.
Yeah.
Like, themselves, which is great, man. And yeah, but that remix is sick, man. Since then, I've had bare offers, but like I said, I declined remix work as well, because it's all good to get the money and stuff, and do every single remix, but then you're losing your credibility.
Yeah, it's not about just doing anything and everything, huh? Be selective.
Yeah, because at the same time I could do the work and whatever, I still want to stay credible and be the guy that, right, we got a big Rudekid remix, like, or not just another Rudekid remix. Again, like,
yeah.
I want to be like, yeah, this is a Rudekid remix. Like, okay, that guy over there, Rudekid, he does sick remixes. His remixes usually get playlisted. All the DJs love them, and it's that. So that's why I try to keep it. I don't know. I'm very selective.
I think I don't think that's a bad thing, man. I think that's a good ethic to have. Tell me about the project you're most excited about right now.
I'm looking forward to my own single. To be honest.
Go on, tell me about it.
I feel like that's gonna. Yeah, there's not much I want to say. I just want everyone to hear it. When it comes, it comes. Like, it's exciting. I'm working on it. It's gonna be like my first proper single.
Right.
I think. Besides that, me and Ghett are working on another project. 764, the part 2 of 653.
Right.
That's mad, bruv. Like, I don't even want to say anything about that. That's some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Is that done already, or is that happening?
It's happening. It's happening.
Okay.
It's happening. Obviously, Paintings just come out as well with Ghett. That's like part of the project. That's like a teaser to let people know, yeah, something's coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be a sick project. But besides that, yeah, my single, I'm doing work for other people stuff. I'm just doing a lot of things. I've just done the beats by Dre and Anthony Joshua advert. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, I did see that. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, done that as well. Like you said, you just got the Frisco tune. I just done the theme tune for the Intent, the movie with Ghett called Savage.
Yeah,
as well.
Sick.
So yeah, just trying to do everything, bro. And the remix spoken word, what you just spoke about as well. As well. Like, so yeah, there's a lot of things.
You're working, man. I love the work rate, bro.
But you know what's mad? I can work harder. Like, if I don't feel like I work hard enough, but yeah, it's just me, innit? But other people are like, what? They're just doing a million things in once. Plus, I'm doing my radio show as well as this and DJ shows, as well as making music. It does. So I don't know. I still believe I can work harder. So.
Yeah. So the last thing I want to ask you, do you have any advice for younger producers? So anyone sat at home right now with their MIDI keyboard, how can they get on the right path? How can they be like Rudekid?
Like, what they've got to remember is, once upon a time, I was a guy that just started and didn't have a clue about music. Like, so you have to be patient, bro, and not give up. Like, that's number one. Because if I gave up bruv, that would have been one of the biggest regrets of my life.
Yeah, of course, man.
And there's been times I've wanted to give up, but I didn't. Like, you have to just continue. There's a lot of dark days. It's very frustrating, especially as a producer, because you're going to send DJ tunes, they might just air you. You're going to send MC tunes, they're going to air you. But you have to continue and not let that get to you, or not get angry with all of that stuff. Because it's happened to me, bruv. Like all of that. Like, I've been through it. Just always continue making music and do it for the love of it, not because you see this producer, they're driving a sick car and he's doing this and that and you want that. No, like, do it for the love of making music first, and then everything else comes, man. But yeah, man, never give up, man. Saying the producers thing, I want to do something soon with producers, man, like a little link up, and very soon.
Sick.
Like, because there's a lot of producers I try to help as well, like advise them, like, don't do this and don't do that. Learn from my mistake. I try to help producers as much as I can, because I never got a single piece of help coming up. So
share the knowledge.
Share the knowledge, man. It's important, bro.
Yeah, that's sick, man. That is very dope. So how can people find you on the social media?
Everything: Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, SoundCloud. Everything is Rudekid Music, normal spelling. Yeah, everything is Rudekid Music. Shout me on there.
Sick. Yeah. Nice one. Well, thank you for calling in, bro. And let's make sure that we get you into the station to talk about this 764 EP when it drops.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Definitely. All right then, brother, man.
Blessings, man. Take care.
DJ DUBL.